TV adwatwe kemenhye.
Many ashiso ni maso na maso na kai atwa pe wono bemni wo blow yati wo say yati keji wo jibu wo jenu e wo ye ko wono nu okonjam na ajo aka gadan be from owi Leebi Ŋulami o je chere mom ne sa aka onyo kweto oboni peke tabi ngbeji ni tetelate mune afi so ha pedro mo afi wo fe wono o ke shiraba nu cho ake anji akpa e chere ni bi baba o jore shine sa ake atwani no ngene wo fitembe kra ni gonti ajo ko e wonchi obayende mani Leebi ne wango shida click ya meni damose nu okay Leebi Ŋulami ni femo ba ni gbero ni the Great Aim Academy okay passion and excellence na kanon heartbeat homeopathic clinic agbene Helios Care Center kenya hie nke the peacemaker ni ji base vet kids drop kaji uto to enjoy sa akonyo na tufane ku na kan ba ni gbeke ada ife from ejomo mi agbele ni michon iba na hiwale hu ojugba kenya hie wole akeda Leebi e woke malem insani nji Bibla misani fe wo de yemochu kata bemli ni je yana wo ngene if you believe prayer ministry amedro ke wiemo wo ko kenje ni ji Ephesians 2:5 yema je ni ngene wo ko wiemo kenje if you believe prayer ministry ni ji teacher Elijah ke wonchi ameke ameton wo hida ke da no wo sa ke da Leebi le hu wonya watu wo wonu ncho de dani wo wo producer yin ake wa tun ni ojugba ejeme kenya nyo wanyo ko na share my Facebook wano akọ Match TV you like no share eke o comment wo ngene wodi kanimo jenji ni wona kenje niji Ephesians 2:4-5 na kan ngene bebe wo to mbone yo ege but because of his grace love for us his great love for us God who is rich in mercy 5 again made us alive with Christ even when we were dead in transgressions. It is by grace you have been saved. Na kan dan you age dromo yo je wo ifona ke ni bi krokomana wo kajibo na igbe wanyo kan no nu nshonjugba Leebi nche Mr. Lambert Apia Roxin honorable we ke 2028 each enjoy wa da mo shan block masalt niam shiamli na kano Mr. Frank Nutifafa na kan le NDC Greater Accra member le hu shiam ngeno wa twa sajen no work by election by we ke other related issues Sir Frank me have good morning
good morning bongo
nche
ye ni bi enyo ko ni minto
okay
na ni wo ba main topic na
over ni yo better
minga mo fia mo ni nkwewo alo NDC party executives ke mo fia mo constituency executives fa ni nkwewo eto NDC niji party folks when you party ese meni na no ku eto wa na no ke party papa wa ni JH Kabefa won wie party isani papa kenchome JTV no pe je radio no pe she ku menwe outside won ye won wie party papa wa me come ye party mi niji onupa na me time ke party na opposition and we will not allow them ko kemo ko chabo je le tash kai this morning I will mention it in Le Mans ko nupa ni one of the state institutions I won't mention the name of the institution because can check be then about trace can money boom to about trace I can be men then give money came here let's try me around 5 nike let me know man let's try me around 5 o'clock a.m. Me pick phone. Me pick a twincha. No twincha. Me ba. Me ke esumo endisi tumabuni esumoenga. She ni bi ni ya no. We be commenter na make the party. I'll mention 2 names. They be like a mini Gisani. About me how ni enye John Dramani Mahama Shia when he was a vice president. They have failed a report. Igbami Benifeni, he got close to one of the CEOs of one of the security agencies. I don't want to mention names. Now, mini wo UNA. Kaji wo wini pa. Ni wo ya party ni alo nupa awo nyo nupa kenye lead party here. You don't involve yourself in things that we spoke against. Nibi ni wo we against. You don't involve yourself in such things. Kaji po mi en disipo no ha mi nu chumopo. No ke we bibi e Ghana jame njeme. Iye dole. She don't connive. I don't partner such people to commit crime. When you do that, you damage the image of the government that you are serving. What don't you about me should do? I'm trying to get a check institutional pay. That's why I don't want to. I'm being, how do I say, like constrained from mentioning the name of the institution. But there's one institution. Recently, one of the directors in charge of, I forgot the position, was indicted by Yoko. And the man is still going, he has been asked not to go to, but he's still going to where the managing director of that company, what are you telling that CEO of that security agency? Why are we doing this to the party NDC? Why are we doing this? When you call, see me, that you are me. Can't you no $1. Now what can I say? She monitor Jebo Kakenye. Ne tranye, ye wo e call. E tranya wo ne wo e call. The managing director of that institution before came manage Chalebe e kelefe the same institution. You okay Chale Pico, catch of sekele you. Since ne can money every be she leje keleba fe ko mi e. Man ne keke na le po free da, catch Chale po free da. It means that we are giving blessing to the wrong that somebody perpetrated within the same institution. That's why I keep on saying that we will not sit here. If I've told you before, if President Muhammad I'll sit here and talk. Not if you're wrong. I will not sit here and pretend I am an NDC or Benakai. We are building an estate. We need to speak truth to power. But I feel but we sit and we allow them. The institution. If I get angry, I'll mention it before I leave here, and I'll mention names before I leave here. Me check cousin, my old cousin, deputy director here that can company. It's one way and cry because catch my views and not be my view, but if I hear so my views and cry because come on, cut Ochalepo, my own cousin, cut Ochalepo, but when you come over with JJ, pick your call. I don't need money from you. I don't need anything from you. The party NDC ni won ta oni ehishini etunyo do bahangana. Why are we doing this to ourselves? About top grassroots buy and run around about win power. Can win power pay. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we do this? That we done $1. Why do you do this? Come on, order. JF fought against corruption. He campaigned on corruption. Corruption you know ni a government name here for 8 months. She can you let akeshi mukufeni ko dey na indirectly local efe nya anywhere. The possibility that one day you be cited is very high. So the moment you are cited, the promise made by JM tarnish JM party image, tarnish image. So some of us will not allow for you to tarnish the party's image. Not for everybody you don't.
Okay. Juba, lebna wana shama ni Facebook bana wake. O mashiti you like no share. Okay, comment. Sajien comment $1. Shin ekumele hu wo ba mi. Ni wo hwehwe ekumele no. Ni wo posa ekumele. Ya ke wo ye hemo ke yeli ake wo se eku e. Iba hin. Wo wa mo mi na kan no. Se Lambert. O ye no ko ye mo danu wo chi lele. Yepi.
Wanga wo kwelo fe ke wo tu bo le fe le bine to mo scripture no ke wo kane must feel that by grace that we are saved, not by any man's what works that we can boast of. It's not because account tangible. It's not because you are a medical officer. It's not because you more. It's not because you are more anointed than anybody. It is the grace. The grace simply means Christ Jesus coming to die for you and I, our sins. Therefore, wherever you find yourself, don't look down. Don't be so low self-esteem that ekoleofe eshaku ni pneumonia savable. Dabi, God's hand is always ready to save anyone. So ko bomi to if you know your ko he ko o jomo oni bi fra ha Kristo kometo ni banye ewabo. Straightforward to my benin brother we dollar mi ko ke wo ba we party sanye wo na ko pa eja keshi. The NDC coming to power for this 8 months has done nothing new to the economy. Eja keshi, the things that allegedly they claim Akeshi NPP being fair, they are doing worse than that. We can talk about the calamity, corruption rate, and anakumoko. Yeah, but on Akeshi, okay, obaje keba no bana ke ebotemi more worse as they see ni money okay about fight to corruption. Allegedly, how can His Excellency John Dramani Mama fight against corruption? He himself is a mother serpent of corruption. How can mother serpent of corruption? Oh, fine. Allegedly, don't forget that serious ones. The Ebel scandal issue, it has not been closed. If you don't know, the OSP said, I'm using the same word that you used for Cecilia Adapa. He said at the point that he was making the statement, and Nako much evident to that. Onimishi, Echonwake is not related. Onimishi, I trace even to his senior brothers and co. So he is a mother serpent, notwithstanding that. All these people there, you see, people that toiled for their party, they are neglecting them. The young boy that helped you to come to power, please stand back to them when they say something. They know what they are saying. You see, the Uchasano, onim se ne chia eden achia. Ekole na no koni bumponi si we ona kona kan near. Let because I'm in opposition, me no ku she Debbie go botojo obana angeko alo no koni and anybody you are not aware of. That is how we do for democracy or politics. You trace that these men are open. Oh yeah, in life, even in personal life, people. Your enemies, your perpetrators are there to cushion you to get to where you want to get to. In fact, I'm a book of model crowd because just 8 months, we more ni say mbra come careboy dollar because of dollar 2028 they may find it difficult, so they should set up. Then also, I'm telling my party people that this is not a time to do the old stuffs again. Then Wababa enemy. You see, we did several instances and we went on opposition. So the party machinery with party leadership and executives are doing same. How can we all come and find nomination? I'm referring to yesterday. Ahamoko time. Akashi bo candidate Sani over 8 o'clock. By 10:30, Oshi Koni the next person after minute. Abana something. Obata shia tomorrow for minute. At 10:30. Then Sabi okay, Choniko Baba tomorrow. Ona Oba waste time about the other candidate me. After you get party leadership executive mountain platform using party social media handles to promote one particular candidate. Kofi na ka dole wo baba me mo fia mo ke bala ka shi na ka wo candidate ba wi ni wo fe oba hi se ko ni bo kometo o ya tunu twimo because one do unto others what we expect others to do for ife mo ka 5 aspirant for ja ka shi nation no committo no or an delay time or party social media stream life nega femini ka alebo je signboard
na kan ojugba ka alebo je signboard no lemne no tashin wo ba fe lojugba wo ba fo wa ikuku pe keji wo ba fe no no fe no ni sa ke wo nye wo blami shian emne wo kwa fo gbe.
A very high nutritional demand in relation to their size, and vitamins play an important role in maintaining healthy growth. That is why we at Base Pharmacy Company Limited have introduced Base Vite Kid Drops, a multivitamin drop with 7 essential vitamins including vitamin A, D, B1, B2, B6, and vitamin C to aid your child's healthy growth. Base Vite Kid multivitamin drops have been specially formulated to help meet your child's nutritional requirements, helping them to get back to playtime faster. With Base Vite Kid drops from Base Pharmacy Company Limited. For further inquiries of bulk purchase, call Base Pharmacy Company Limited on 0302 672 317 or 0247 287 853.
This advert is FDA approved.
Grade A Academy is all you need. With our neat, spacious, and serene learning environment, we make sure your child is as good as gold. We also engage in lots of extracurricular activities such as excursion, career day celebrations, games, and so much more. Our canteen also serves the best and nutritional meals with your kids well at.
Agente na kan akekeji nye ngo ojio kemlinjile amatona ni wasan wokwo se wo ba ne shikobe ko ba ke shidajo no aka ko yibe ololo o machine inche Mr. Ahinkan la hu ibashiam ni wana ke ngene so ha ne shiam ba ngo wa de nche machima benkele ko ni oya okobon ba fe ni wo ba janye ni na ke ishe mo fe mo Mr. Ahinkan good morning senior na ko oche mo shi no ko fiteko
fanya kekim me fair rounds ko afuasi ayirebi o she around 4 o'clock o wana ke say speed yem no ke ba she bi
ni te numu e oten
o ye jugba
okay ojugba e wo be eni wo se wo chi lele o wa ko bo ni ba yale Mr. Lambert ene nye shian sani shi wo ba sun ake won wo ye ko jaga ka wa no amko shian no aje shi onyo mi jo ya wo no mi ko mo na ke nye flag bearer race eni nye ya sanjin kumenji ku ye he kumenke ekumeni yo mo wa no o jo twin me fiu e ka gbene wo ko no ni ya no ake NDC bi un ke ko iba ake mo fe mo akọ shian sani no ne yi shi aka yam sani wo ma sun ake o gba o no ko fiu ko ka gbona ke fiu e ka watch what they want.
Okay, thank you once again. Wabanga Dr. Osedu Chum Leebi Ŋulami you are jolly you have strength to go by. Party open nomination in July 29th so that anyone who has the ambition to contest as a flag bearer Baba call forms. So on 29 July, Agbele nomination. Then the deadline was, the submission was, that is yesterday, 28th. So far we have 5 aspirants from the New Patriotic Party. One is Engineer Kwabene Jepon, former General Secretary, former spokesperson for former President John Ejikum Kufuor. Then we also have the Kennedy Akompreko showdown man in Japan, also picking form. We have Brian Echampon picking form. We have former Vice President, His Excellency Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, the 2024 flag bearer. Then we also had the technocrat man, the favorite man, the all people crying for him man, Dr. Yao Osei Bichum. So making it 5. Yes. So in the submission, the first person to go and submit was Engineer Kwabene Jepon, who went to submit on the earlier hours of Tuesday. Then Kennedy Japan on the earlier hours of Wednesday went there. Then on latter part of Wednesday was Brian Echampon, Dr. Brian Echampon. Then yesterday was 2 candidates, that Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia and the candidate of Dr. Yao Osei Bichum. So yesterday we went there, but like I said earlier on, we will dive into it. But what went on should not repeat again. Eja Keshi Wafe Ke Seba Oshia Penny Bake Sumo, Kakra Bake Sumo, Tavia Bake Sumo, even Nyankumagumponi Tase Bake Wakele Unke Ekahale Eba Sumo. In that case, the idea want to know the accommodano. Treatment we give to all aspirants must be the same. When you don't know and you go and be like you are showing bias, at the end of the contest, we will all come together and put our arsenals together to bring this party into power to save Ghana from this fortunes and embezzlement and this corroborated the high rate of galamsey under the NDC government. So, Oha Muku, like all support. National executives backing one candidate, certain platform for that one candidate, so party main social media streams I can propagate one candidate. Let's condemn that. What they did for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia was wrong. We from the other opponent are not in support of this. In fact, yesterday we were not happy of what went on. The time 8 o'clock. Only the preferable candidate, Dr. Osei Bichum, by 11. Waste time to 12:31. Daniel Obani, amount to platform. Kasa Tintin Toponko. At the end of the day, MPP be about for she can money. Ko kwele banye eba president, not just a flag bearer. One time Mokoni kakele ba. Boy Siakon J Adia Mukoni Bahani were our memories of heaviest defeat. One fight wa denche Kabami. At the end of the month, when by winning and when warfare were by Kome, we were bawa into that.
Okay, Ujuba. Is a frank in a machine standing? We are cooking. In a canyon, you boom, candidate
by candidate.
Okay. Like
I was saying, is washing a sunny, feeding, and she has an sitting Katani turned by President. No, Julius Debra, shed that be a one, maybe a mina, shed a free chameleon style. Ni Abapate, Kennedy. Okay. One by one brief. At the end of the day, this contest we are going is about saving this country 2028. And therefore, let me pick each candidate. Kennedy Akompreko Japan. If Kennedy is the man that we are bringing as an MPP, and being objective to all candidates, irrespective of my choice, then we should not see the old Kennedy Japan. There should be the managers of Kennedy should rebrand Kennedy to be attractive to the electorate of this Ghana. No moment about any way you could. If it is about the old Kennedy Japan staff, me eba phone shikri how. So management handling Kennedy Japan should know this, and I'm seeing some signs from Kennedy that yes, the managers that I'm saying all along, I'm saying they are doing much into that. and polishing the candidate for a success. Now, to His Excellency Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia.
Don't know why Mr. Bawumia no. Mr. Kennedy, a mini potent.
So when important, one say we shouldn't be the old Kennedy. What do we mean that? Beneath first, if you're a Nibie, Sanichak Mabam, you should do. Your candidate should be how Ghanaians want. You see, Ghanaians don't vote on self-interpretation policy. Say, I'm not cable straight. If it's about development, the Ghanaians for clear. Then, because mostly government in power will not over mene for a picture equality, mene elewemo, mene ko handle nutumo ebanyetu. You see, you brand to suit the electorate what they want. On me, get close to electorate. So you could see that there is a polishing into Kennedy. Better Kennedy. Indeed, the man has arrived into some point. Chakimo Ebami. Now to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. If it is about the old Bawumia that we are bringing, we should forget 2028 election. I'm being objective to all the 5 candidates. We should forget the 2020. Do you know why? There should be change. If it is the old Bawumia that we know will be reserved, the old Bawumia that we know to be indecisive, it is the old Bawumia, how he does his things, we will not win this election. So the managers of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia should know. You see, my site example, Habo. 2012, Keba, we notice Ghana and Mambia, they have a trend of way of voting. Did you see how Nanado was branded? Did you see it? Nanado was branded in such a way. Sometimes, if you're in a quebo, even the way ni presentation, a personality bar, from the old Nanado, and that gave us that some win there. So if it is the old Bawumia that stood in 2024 election that we are bringing, and I'm not seeing any change for that, they will be straight. I'm not seeing any change in the managers. If it is same that they are bringing 2024, the managers, the campaign team should know how to brand Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, and I bet you if he's been branded well, all of them can defeat any candidate from the NDC. If he's been branded well, like Keame Babu Tui, Beni, Chakmo Baba, Nibina Mefe, to even his communicators can be many about for any many about for any. That is not what is being done. Then to Brian Achampo. Brian, as we are saying, they need to also do a lot of work on Brian. Sometimes a real more can be. You see, the one in Kennedy first, but Kennedy has matured. Should I use the bed percentage? Why is that so maturely that yes, indeed, he is vying for when no bones in the near Bresa. Brian should know that this is a contest to lead the nation and not to lead a few people, not to lead only NPP. Only so Sano can be. Even how your posture out and what you do, how you do your things over there. Kwabena Japan, all we know is an old politician. That is Engineer Kwabena Japan. We all know how he speaks, very calm. He also has to adapt a strategy that he can't win electorate. You see, but you are good too, but you need to search for what electorate want, what delegate. Be with them. On Mishi, let your dress be them. Behave like on Mishi. Kono vote there. To my candidate in way 4, that is Dr. Yose Edrichum. Yes, the man is doing well. We also need to brand our candidate, Dr. Yose Edrichum, to a manner that we can put more from the electorate, not only the electorate, because at the end of the contest, the person is coming to stand for where? The whole country, the floating voters. So we need to also brand, as I'm involved, we are doing our possible, how he could liaise with ordinary, and what, and he is so exceptional for him, even anybody that goes to him, he will there. So we will also brand him to so that, so because a guy can say the bear, everybody owns street boys, no, he's Shatawale's fan, and we know Shatta loves him so much in this. And with all this, if we're able to, everybody managing the we're able to look at what I'm talking about, what electorate seek, identify challenges of your candidate. Anybody that will merge as a winner will defeat, even if Mama want to maintain, his essential Mama want to maintain and come for tender, which he has admitted on the international market, international stage, that he is no more interested in that. So any candidate need NDC by J or by Ya may hand down if only we are able to market a program, manage any candidate that will bring out very well. We will be victorious into that. They should stop that hypocrisy. They should stop machineering for a particular candidate. Allow the electorate themselves to do what we call what? They vote transparency, free and fair election. Allow the electorate to know that this is the very candidate we want him to lead the party. And to a point, nobody can say that there will not be any monetization in this dispensation.
Okay.
But we should reduce it drastically. Let us engage them and know what they want. That is the obvious choice. The technocrat man. The market woman, Benfia Monke, Papa Lenny, Komole, Papa Lenny money, Ibanya, what they have. John Ejukunku for quality in him, his late male's quality in him. This is the man within just 4 years, the transformation we saw. That is why the NDs have not done anything. STEM education, I'm a B STEM. They are just rebranding because they cannot tag this man. One town Mokoni ke ebaye wono on me shake transformation Baba Ghana to wrap up 2028 election is the election for the country, not for any NDs or MPP. Do you know what I'm saying? So, chunk of the free SHSB by 2027-2028, I make the university. Normally, you did double, there will be a chunk of unemployment rate. Go on, leader ni a vision about billion nuchumo or partnership with a private entity. Ni nuchumo baba or my name, ni wadenche to get to them that Ghana bafe to my brochire about tower. Therefore, this is the man we need to work.
Okay. She among the 5 candidates, Mokume Boye Mokuno Nisene no Akekeji Ekwe ni bacho president DDP
domestic debt exchange program.
Bakwe ni ewu henyoma. Bako obale name fe. Hello.
That is why I have pinpointed each candidate. I'm doing candidate search. Okay, do you know what I'm saying? So even the Bank of Ghana, the governor, World IMF, our currency, that the economy that is strong now is one of the factors is the DDEP program. One of the factors was the gold for oil program. Ni strength ni nyemime ameba amehuke gold board. On our mommy. And when all this search, somebody sacrificed, took a risk. You see, one day Ghana will remember Nanado. I'm telling you. You see, it takes leaders to take what we call a risk decision. Akeke Obanfo Shike against people in Lewose. You see, he did that and we paid for it. Ghanaians gave us at. But at the end of the day, who is benefiting from that program? It's the NDC then come because it has strengthened our economy. Although the pensioners can, and I can tell me, honestly, 2022, can idea bar, we could have sunk into a single economy, epic. But as a result, mommy, economy is fake, mommy. Tikabo over out, over yake and it may be way out.
Okay.
On this.
Okay. And when I were here for it, you were waffling to when you were you build you back. Say, Frank, and you are about me. Okay, can't come about me, which means in a get chat, I left the so by you, if you were so by you, okay,
in now, Kaji in Billy Somo. Square Abachami, the greatest of all prophets. Yamaneni. They could to be extended to all the African countries. Inyani Lambert, maybe a buttress me point. Okay. none of the NPP presidential aspirants is qualified to lead Ghana.
All right.
Yeah, and I will demonstrate all to you. Ni ka inwie na ka wi mo gina me bi na ka you know where Dr. Baumia, where Dr. Luchu, where Neke, I agree. Leaders are born, but you can become a leader by learning.
Yeah.
But in the MPP and their aspirant, I don't see any of them as a leader being born. Sure? A leader who has learned something.
Are you sure?
And that is what I see. Come on. Lamek face statement, Ghanaians don't vote on issues. They don't even vote on policies, but I vote relate well with them to vote for you. It's never true. See, if what Lambert is saying was in 92, 70s, 80s, I agree with Lambert. But the voter of today is more discerning than some decades ago.
Amen.
So it is not true. Okay, Ghanaians don't vote on issue. Ghanaians vote on issue. If Ghanaians don't vote on issue, trust me, any people would have won the last elections. So Ghanaians vote on issues. Now, we are doing a discussion, but it sounds insulting. But I understand. Way against what that is not the point. But Ghanaians vote on issue. Like Lambert later, he vote on issue. I vote on issue. We are Ghanaians. We are not Togolese, so we vote on issues. That's the first point I want to make. Two. Again, Lambert said,
you see, I said developmental projects. Don't twist my word. That's all. Don't twist my word.
Your developmental project.
I added, but if it's about development.
Listen, when you say you don't vote on issues, listen to me. What
make it land?
What do leaders come to do? If I come and tell you, vote for me, I'll bring something called 24-hour economy. It's an issue. It leads to development. So the voter will sit and analyze what you are telling him, and based on that, he'll make an informed decision to vote.
Amen.
So he's voting on an issue that will lead to development. So when he say development, the issue will be discussed that will lead to development. So what are you saying? I'm prepared. Me, I don't. You can be 20. Come here.
Okay, what's the problem?
Again, he said, all the flag bearers must be branded, and that their old ways. Me, I'm a super name. You are more. So I'm a chucky now brand. Amen. You know what John Dramani Mahama was never branded. He has a character.
He was.
Oh, when he was. James was never branded. Esubani. That is John Dramani Mahama from day one. President Mills was never branded. Esubani. Rollins was never branded. Esubani. Nanado was branded, and we all saw the result. Nanado. He said it, okay, they branded Nanado. Yes, it is true. You branded President Nanado. I brand Lojo back. I'm gonna be branded. Nakele how one Esubani. But Lambert is telling you and I, okay, those of us, those viewing and watching us, okay, they need to brand all the presidential aspirants of the NPP. And that their old ways of life are messy. So the way they branded Nana Donate president, we saw the real Nana. I told you, all of them are not qualified to lead NPP, to lead Ghana. Let me put it that way. They are qualified to lead the NPP, but not Ghana. Listen to me carefully. Now let's continue. Again, come on. Let's look at the domestic debt exchange program. All the aspirants of this NPP, when I listen to them, are they coming from Pluto? Hello, they are coming from Jupiter. That's the question I ask myself. Everything they say today were things they supported in the past. So, call a leader if you know here. Like the way I come here and certain things are bad, I'll say it. I don't fear. Call a leader if you know here. Be bold and speak against, because that leader, not a fear, it is helping to build a nation, not a party or individuals within the party. So if there is any decision taken by a government at cabinet meeting and you are not in favor, let Ghanaians know, okay, you are not in favor of the decision taking. You don't defend the decision, and then when you want to become president or lead Ghana, then you start to kick against a decision you supported. You are not a leader. You are not a leader. Leaders must be bold and stand firm and speak against what they don't like or what does not work for the system. So I've told you, I've proven to you, okay, all of them, they are not qualified to lead Ghana, but they can lead NPP. Now let me delve further. I listened to, what do we call it? The NPP, what's the name? Baumia. I listened to all the 5 aspirants. In fact, Moni Nukule Ojobaji, excuse me, Educhum, Imbukule Ojoba. If I should look at all the 5 who have submitted their forms, I can be bold and tell like the person nipo go closer in terms of the suba, he doesn't even need branding. Educhum.
Is it wrong?
You don't get what I'm saying. I'm saying okay. Looking at all the 5 aspirants, in terms of character, Educhu, Esuma, Kostele, Nakayo, he doesn't need branding. Lava says something like he has Kufuor's character. It is true. Like he's, how do I say, Mokoni, like Esumani, a fakey, Educhu. But the question is, would they even allow Educhu to lead the NPP? That's the first question we need to ask ourselves. Now let's move further. Come on. Leaders, what I can leader? Leaders must be bold to take certain bullets. So if you're a leader and you want to lead people, and Boko Babuma, no me fun, boy Abamoma. Are you a leader? Listen to the MPP. I can sins of Canada Japan, sins of Brana Champo, sins of what we call it, the other guy, Bahomia. These people, some 8-9 months ago, they were telling you and I, okay, Baumia is the best candidate for Ghana. Today, they are telling you and I again, okay, Baumia Eshapilon, Shakabutuale. Are these people serious to lead this country? Are you following the point I'm making? Now, listen to the scenes they were talking about. Now, Baumia said something yesterday, but that one, okay. His inner, nobody should take it for granted. She is soft here outside. Listen to me carefully. I am soft outside, but internally, you're dangerous. Really, a leader who want to lead Ghana, you are telling me, the voter, that oh me you're soft, eh? Can't buy if you're tomorrow you're good in pretender. She can't tell the you're bad one. That's what Baumia is telling me. So me, the voter, I should go and vote for you. Where are they getting this from? I don't understand the MPP. Now, I told you none of them is qualified. So let me take it one after the other.
Okay, Koni, Papa.
Now, let us look at Baumia. Come on. Baumia told you and I. In fact, Nanado told us, okay, Baumia is an experienced economist, and that as an experienced economist, he and another don't know anything about the economy. And now when he brings in Baumia, who is an experienced person, who knows more about how to solve economic issues, the NPP will go far and solve the problems of Ghana. Jamie Nanado Miwi. The NPP as a political party kicked against Baumia's nomination as the vice presidential candidate for the NPP. Nanado defended Baumia and they allowed. My brother, during the 8 years of Nanado, all economic issues now about Baumia digitalization. He has failed us in that direction. So he has failed Nanado because economic matters now over solve it. He didn't solve it, and economic indicators under Baumia and Nanado were worse. So this man is telling you and I, he want to lead Ghana. You are a voter. Are you going to vote for this man? They themselves, I mean, that's the trouble. Baumia is a liar. They themselves say, instead of the sins of Baumia, Amalelo, Amalelo. What happened to Amalelo? What better time? You want to call the one intimate or what time? You want to play few okay. Okay. Now let us look at Brana Champo. Come on. Let me tell you this. Mile Brana Champo Juba. Until this I asked West will go issue anybody. Manage Brana Champo. There's a woman close to where I work. Okay, Brian, mono, what told you by mono. What the quote, mammy, you make a him a fair kwame. Or name your funny black, a war, military legend, my military champion. A cow like a small brand about Nicadi Bar, Maka, me percent the chomudi. Nickel 2% Brian, Bra, because of me share the
it means oyado.
Yes, that is the point there. That is the point. So that is the main reason why I want to vote for Brian. Okay, so I chip in. What's happened? No be man. They see what I asked West Wogon. Only thing I asked West Wogon. But okay, say you need any crowd. Any crowd. That's why I patch you. Come on, listen to me. Brian Achampo as a person, I don't have anything against him. He's not qualified to lead the state. Come on, leaders, you are voted to rule the people, so the people are your subjects. You don't subject the people you are to rule by beating them or harming them. Leaders, no matter how you are punched, you must take that. You must have that heart to stand. They don't retaliate. Oh, but we told you about now this snitch issue. This snitch issue. We buy some shares with this snitch there. It was a big mistake on his part. Today is hunting him. See, we believe state asset must not be sold, but state asset must be revived. We have competent people in Ghana to revive state asset. A leader must find such people to revive state asset. When he wanted to buy Snit was making profit, yet he wanted to buy Snit. We normally sell assets that are not making profit. Why would you want to buy Snit that is making profit? You want to leave Ghana. You are not qualified. Time. Now let me deal with the last one on Kennedy Japan. Time. I'm very.
What you start my friend because here what? Come on, blame me. What you start my friend?
Okay.
Now,
Kennedy Japan. You see, there are people. I know a man. He's a very rich man. I don't want to mention his name. He's an electric. He deals in electrical materials. I don't want to mention his name. I was talking to you and he said, "Hey, Ken, but we need ya." That was 2024. Ken, we need ya. You want to koso? Call for. You see, to him, business. At that, listen to me. At that moment, he's trying to fight for his interest. I understood him. Mofia must want to play interest. I understood him. Look at Kennedy Japan. People said, "Oh, Kennedy Japan can become president." I am telling you, he's not qualified to lead Ghana as a president. Let me give one reason. Come on, leaders, as I said earlier on, leaders must at all times swallow, no matter the pain, no matter the punch on them, they must swallow it, and find ways and means to deal with such issues without even resulting in further a problem. This a man, catching a mifu. When he get angry, leaders must learn to, how do I say it? Amenatri can solve issue, tolerate, accommodate it. A small local Kennedy Japan will just insult everybody, including the president at the time.
Yes.
This is a man, when he get angry, you go and beat him, I'll pay. The next day, the person is dead. So I should vote for somebody like this to become president. Like Lambert said, what Abraham. So Abraham like a good man. If I president Agbene, a super new year, me ajiku. Me never think about. Come on, fella nuku. Abraham to nyagbiale, nyazile. Idi ami waya. None of them is qualified to lead Ghana. And I'm not an NPP, but I'm telling the truth. Among the five, if you're an NPP guy, you don't want to work hard in terms of campaign. I'm not an NPP person. Even though all of them will come, they will lose against NDC. And do stand tall. But people are not seeing that direction. And be frank, as I sit here, I have nothing since I got to know Educhum. I have nothing against Educhum. I have not seen anything negative. When we were talking about sins of Kennedy Japan, sins of Brana Champion, sins of the, have you ever heard anybody say like sins of Educhum? It means like Educhum is clean among the five. I get to the point I'm making. So for me, I'm not the MPP. I'm a Mesumoni Papa. It will mean the problem. But if they want to vote for somebody that they will not suffer to lead the campaign, they don't need even branding because the person has already been branded. Educhum is the one. But like I said, they will not vote for him. I vote for Educhum. I vote for him.
Let me tell you.
Miba.
win this hands down.
Miba. Eliake don't vote for him. So all I can say is Akeshi will win. Election say now for the NPP primary say the delegate of the NPP. I know them. I can make them vote. I'm pending papa. I make them for no aba. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say.
Okay. Yo, agakaji atwatun no chichi minji eni eao. Naka waka wanyami nuko ba ebe kpa no shi mi to ni papa kwa me aba mi. Keje no se o wa twale ko kenje voter region niji voter regional communications team member Ahialago Albert. E ko kenje voter region na we chenchole we ke to ni ke le contribution ya wona kesa ni o wa twale kpa no chenjo ko ni le we ke contribution aba shima benke Mr. Inka bien floor ka shin min jinyo nye take ye ne sani ne.
Okay, thank you very much and a good evening to
good morning
to our viewers from every part of the country. We are happy to see Akeshi NPP is making all effort to get the best candidate for 2020 upcoming election. And it's a good thing. We as normal individuals but when we decide we have no power to stand against it. God is the final say. Okay, irrespective of this person's character, I can still go in for him. Because we all have shortfalls, we all have flaws. You can even sit down and ask yourself, obey control hey see you can't do anything about it. And both when I was listening to my colleagues say, I was so happy. And I guess we are trying to create a different impression which already exists. So I don't know what you guys are trying to say. I can Japan, but it's not from Kwewu.
No, I'm not saying Japan is from Kwewu. That's what the guy is saying. Okay. The guy said Kwewuni.
Oh, okay. It's a what call I'm an Asante. Asante man. No, okay.
You never said that.
Dabi a
no, you use Asante is different. When you broaden it like that, or say my ministry or your Kwewuni into one do Kwewuni.
Yes, no me I mean town in Maclean.
No, I used to. The woman is Kwewu, but the other one was what's the name? Not the care. Like I'll vote. Electrical
Kwewu is tribe.
Yeah, no, Hani Biakeshi, me Liakeshi is from a sin, Nakan party. Well, I had no idea. I'm from Kwewu, or members, say, or citizens, say, I know them. Okay. What call Kennedy Japan in the first place? Kennedy is such a very wonderful man. Me, I don't hold anything against him. Bonus. On Akeshi, Jelemi, we are on this platform, we are learning. Noni Asanoli Akeshi, I mekume. They make certain utterances because of a particular issue. And everybody has his own way of approaching a situation. Bonushishi. Obanyani okay moko Akeshi, Imami Egbo, Nekene Bafi, Benfo. Obanyani okay. Another person, I came a mere bow, and we blow no more fiam of Bano. Obano came Moko Akashi, a mamia bow, a real collapse. Everybody has its own way of approaching a particular system. I'm not expecting people to do same as to Benimi if you're need. No, it's not allowed. On Akashi, somebody's shortfalls. Ni okebaja jile, you end up making a mistake because ask yourself, what was the brighter side of what he was arguing about? This is a man who campaigned for transparency. I'm not in support of any of the four candidates. And whoever, I don't side with anyone, honestly. Whoever comes to power, I'm not interested because they will all lose at the end of the day. But I'm trying to establish certain things. Ni you tell me you're outside there. What can say ni be come? Somebody who real a job more can he be come? Ask yourself, Akashi, on those debates, meaning no me and we were talking about corruption, and he felt say there are things that you people should do something about. Jakashi oba koska can he be come? It's not right. And among all the MPP political party here, he was the only one who stood tall. I can say, look, I'm not in support of many of your things, and I don't agree to that. The only person who was able to also come out made it so clear to the public. I can say, to me, I don't support it. On such a person, I'm being very honest with you. He's a great leader. Ole, jail leader, the money we are so soft on. Aye, mafia money how ni about demonstrating a leadership. At the end of the day, he's also called what? A leader. Born Shishi. Somebody who was able to campaign for proper accountability. I really respect them. But question is, you want to win power with the same people you were condemning, with the same people you told Ghana Akashi meneme Juloy, meneme ame mismanage economy, meneme ame bo they don't listen to people, meneme ame bo sanekotu. Oh, e question eji ni on town no win in a election under the same party. Mini drum on here, excuse me. Bonus shishi. O condemn me meneme akesi. I'm a suba I'm a character mini olenwani asanefe. He was supposed, and let me give Kennedy Japan a good advice that nobody has ever told him. He was supposed to merge with Alan Chiramatin because if you truly stand for the truth and you truly stand for transparency, when the masses ni oclaim yakeshi amenfe evil, are you still going to be a part of them?
No, but expect that men no come in favor. Men no am here say. Yes,
e wo ke men no okay amen here. You are who say Nkrofo we omu wi ade, omu yakonfo, omu ntie nipa. They are so arrogant, they are so proud, they are rude. They change the moment power comes into their head. Me know why are you still with them? What do I have? Do I need to have any business doing with you? No. If Kennedy Japan really stood for truth and transparency, I wasn't expecting him to still be in the MPP. As I merge with Alan Chiramatin, because anybody who stands for the truth must go to the truth. Onyani stand the evil, then move away from evil and go to the limelight, and let us see that indeed there is a difference between light and darkness.
Because info na ni sene no amnesty ake suspended members ameba menkumen boldly ake dabi ameba eni amena ake be kan jema amechon ekotamo tomo moni uchi itane ewo tomo no wi Sani na wa shibwa wa no ya koni se Frank Lambert abami
no obia ewo ke public amembomitwe ke sani ani mi mali amekeme akesi mi mali. You only like or promote it truth, or promote it transparency, or promote accountability. Now you are dealing with the evils. You are dealing with the people who you claim actually they destroy the economy, people who stole from the country, people who were not able to give us proper accountability, people who had an auditor general but were not able to even retrieve even 30% of Shikani was able to pass through irregularities and mismanagement and those kind of taxes we weren't able to account for. Do you still stand by these people that they should elect you and become their president? Excuse me, Akpanakai, Rofeni, those kind of games we don't play here. This youth, this country currently, we are whites. Waluko, Bonushishi, and we stand for the truth. Now, is we Edakeshi, Kekema, BMP, Ame Jomo Bagbo. let me move.
I will do work by Mona.
Yes, let me move. Yes, let me move to Baumia. Now, Baumia yesterday. Is it yesterday or yesterday, right? He said, I am soft outside, but internally, I'm what?
He used the word dangerous.
Yes, okay. Even if you do not use dangerous, and you tell us that internally you are hard. Okay, you weren't in support of E-Levy, internally were hard, you know. These are liars. You claim you are internally strong. Outside there, you are very calm. And that is what I really respect him for. He's so gentle. And I will say, that gentility we learn from our leaders. That is the only thing that I learned from him. See, I'm looking at somebody who is not able to stand on his feet to take decisions. Okay, you are not in support of something. What do? You resign as a vice president for people to know that yes, you are a great leader. Akabani, and make you not provoke us because the youth we don't tolerate certain things nowadays. But you were part of the people who brought the country to this particular era. You were part of the people who were able within the space of 8 years occupy Ghana. I'm a research I'm a fear Auditor General, the amount of money Anyanya account here for is almost getting to 80 billion Ghana cedis, which is equivalent to almost 3 times what we went in for IMF. You this same person, you weren't able as an economist. Okay, President Akeshi, okay, take the money that has been stolen from the people and let us ignore going to IMF. Niwa use to Sikani Ahmed Jue, then we use it to develop the country. These are monies that were meant for roads. These are monies that were meant for proper hospitals. Tell me any government hospital ni Obaya ni Bodench Obaya no fair proper scan here. Obaje Koboke private be neke Arab be Lebanese be. These are the people taking the government money. And you see and you feel say we should just sit down, keep quiet and watch you guys play games with our lives. Masa Akpana Kainibia, you were part of those people who failed. So are you trying to tell me that you are rebranded? Mini rebranding. Let me come to Mini Edutum. Edutum ile keji I stand to be corrected. Lenike duade kana kanibia ba.
Dabi jele.
Education. Okay, former education minister. Very good. You were there. Bonu shishin. Ni ake this double track kanibia emba. Ombomitwe. You were there. Ni Obani na akeshi the previous government. Niji NDC amechi e-blog mini obafe. Now wakola akeshi NDC fail mistake. Akeshi ame my e-blog because to me no about my e-blog every district has a secondary school. Can e-blog about a secondary school ni add it to the facilities. You never did that. Okay, now as a very intelligent he used the word technocrat. Somebody who is so specialized in a particular area. Now, such a person, in your term of office, okay, this e-blog that was built by the previous government is one of the best decisions. Why? We will use it. BNA Infantipim. Now the day students will go there, but it will still be Infantipim. Bonushishi. Then the borders will be here. Then classroom brosco. We will even convert it to dormitory so that it can accommodate a lot of people coming in because we are now practicing free what? Education. Onuneke initiative there. Did you ever hear something like that? I'm telling you why those people do not qualify to be presidents. Even though just me, ordinary person sitting here, I sit down here and I look at things from afar and I ask myself, which kind of leadership are we following? Last person, Brian Champon. Brian Champon is such a very good businessman. Now, let me ask you a very simple question. Brian Champon is helping the individuals in Kwa. Now, if you are helping the individuals in Kwa, you claim you are so rich. Why didn't you provide grants for the MPP young boys who were so inclined in business ideas and had no financial support to bring it to existence. Did you ever hear some before? Onwakashi Brian Echampo was able to maybe give grants, then sit down with people for people to come and pitch their business plans to them. But it take a dividend of 40%. But then we take money business plan but then we take a dividend of 60%. But Hannes can maybe 3 million Ghana cedis. Go and broaden your business. Won't it serve as a source of employment? What kind of contribution did they make? They contributed to their own interest. Not only by fetching money, that is what he based on. So I've given you the 4 scenarios. I can see, compare all these things and tell me that who qualifies to be a president. No one qualifies to be a president. If someone qualifies to be a president, let him dispute what I just said. Bonus Shishin, Ayanibi Komani Asani Achaki. Ayanibi Komani Asani, we need to move away from it totally. Asani, we need to get to a point I can say, okay, enough is meaning. Enough. What call I can see during the time? What president, His Excellency, former president, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. This initiative in Marrakesh, one time you will purchase this flight, can you be coming? Ask yourself, Akeshi, when Okujatua Blackwell and all those people were trying to boycott those things. Are you trying to tell me, Akeshi, the leader that we voted for, who was Nana Akufo-Addo, knew only Akeshi, this man is so strong and so decisive. He went me a fan in ANC form. And Kase, and yet the more can, and a maiden, and a meeting. The men felt say, a bebo mine, may amana bo mine, but they were able to stand firm on their e-levies, on all the taxes, and all the things that now we weren't even having proper accountability for. Listen, if we really want to change, okay, I'm hoping, say, Mahama, he's almost done in the next 2028. Listen, let's give a neutral person a try. Yes, let's try somebody who is different. This is a country that has gotten to a point that I think, and I believe, I can say, we need somebody who is a businessman to come up and steer the affairs of the country. No, Kwakashi, if there wouldn't be another change, MPP Ebomodin, Amefendi Komepi, people, millions of children benefited from free SHS. See, the rate at which Nibi that is what we guys are doing talking about. And I feel say this is high time. Asani what check what jomo. No level we will actually end up not regretting in the near future. In the meantime, market. Okay.
Oba no lulu o kesani gba keji we onu kukemo ke wa na show my Facebook chima ben kese Frank Dani Mr Lambert aba gomo no ba we fen fata ne ke flag barriership race no NDC ke apitia by election MPP campaigning only with funeral dash no me chomo
when le je local bility
I said no mommy. I don't want to hear
my mommy. Okay, me to my back to
Sunny no okay or fair home you.
When I get say I'm a Howard in okay, there's going to be a vigil for NS Kumi. And the warning was that they don't want any NDC member around. They don't give any invitation to NDC to be part. So the NDC is also saying that you campaign now and a fake campaign for Paco. Yeah, a FINRA campaign most on your field. You get the point. That is what they mean by that. They meant by that. It was on the lighter side, so I don't want to. Like the way I said, look at Yake, MPP candidate, a lawyer, NDC candidate. Okay, that's an year. If I show NDC lawyer, I said, look at here. Over, let's go back to the NPP. This is coming from Adainimu, former aspirant of the NPP, a contestant. And then he was a minister at Akufo-Addo.
He has contested only twice.
Oh, he can contest twice. He can contest
twice 8 years. It's
internal primary.
It's accepted. It's accepted.
It's accepted. Nana do time. Nana contest. Whether I contest two, a contest. Yeah. Thank you. This is what Adainimo said. Friends, Adainimo announces decision not to contest NPP flag bearer race. Cites issues with party top-down approach. Over there. Come on. In your minute, need to be there. Like a top-down approach. Sumo.
So over no one you blame which one?
What's my blame? Top-down approach. Over there. Sumo. Oh. Educhum. Sumo. When you want, what I say, Crofosi call. You be targeted. Top-down approach. Normally, I feel elections from police station executive branch. I don't care call. The final one will be the flag bearership race. That's the down-top approach. Be an American top-down approach. You know, our flag bearer down. The reason is that the executive or the MPP, they want to maintain their position. So they are pushing Bawumia to elect Bawumia so that Bawumia can also support them to maintain their position. So if you are a candidate and you want to be an aspirant, you have no ground to stand on. You can't win. So it's for Bawumia. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now let's continue. Okay, all I'm making is tilted towards making sure Bawumia win. But among the five, the best candidate, me Kebu, I'm an NDC, Educhu. You don't need to talk about Educhu plenty. Watch out, okay? Issues with the party's top-down approach. Seeming inclination and bias of party executive towards one candidate. It's like a party at any other man. I may not piano is towards one candidate. Let no flag bearer. This did not start today. Started long ago. Adainimo he saw this long time, but he was contesting. Why has he changed his mind today? Listen to. I'll tell you why he has changed his mind. Why many are checking on money? Then continue, okay? Bias of party executive towards one candidate and unreasonable monetization of the party's internal politics. Okay, she cast and the so are you. You hear me? First about your cast and a contest. When I cast and they get content, you know, it's kind MVP. Come on. The reason is that those who left power currently, those who left power currently, they have the money. But no, you didn't serve Ananado's government. Oscar Eta. And Akufo, I think he was one of the something. He had a position. Only Michelle be a bad position in another government for 8 years. Oscar Eta. Be a contest. No, no contest. I discuss and the party. It was a year feminine, a contest. Ola Adainimo, Oscar Eta, Yomo Keta. Now let's continue. Canada, Japan. Listen carefully, okay? Ghanaians are crying for me to lead this country. Over there, I have to police. Me, I am not crying. I'm a Ghanaian. Listen to me. I'm not crying. Kenejebo should lead me. The same way, majority of Ghanaians are not crying for him, but he can say that the NPP party is crying for him, or the delegates of the NPP are crying for him to lead the NPP. That is fair. No Ghanaian, this right thinking in their mind, will cry Ken to lead Ghana. I'm telling you today. Unless people who have personal interest, they will say, Ken, but I lead you as a president. No Ghanaian in his right senses will say Kenejebo should lead the country. I'm telling you the truth. Nobody. Now listen to this one too. Bawumia, I think some of my very good. Okay? I demonstrated my strength. You see, when Bawumia speak on I asked myself, did they write it for him? I don't know you because whenever he speaks, you find loopholes in whatever he says. No find about you oh no you. I demonstrated my strength by getting results, not by making noise, insulting, and bragging about money. One, this internal contest now feels about money. So, but that cannot come and deceive you and I. Okay, this what they are doing is not about money. He can't lie to you and I. Two, okay, I demonstrated strength by getting result. What result? You were brought as an economist, the chairman of the economic management team. What were the result and the economic indicators for 8 years? They were bad. So what result did you achieve? Bawumia just speak. He just speak. Now let's continue. I don't insult. You see, insult can bull jibu. Sorry to say, pasha jibu hegemony. I hegemo koponi mo ke bull shi ejebo. Don't you know me? If Bawumia says okay, where are the economic management team of the NDC? Where are they? We have Dr. Bafo, we have the Dr. Savomafu. The child, it's an insult to the NDC. You don't have to say Kwashiabu, today, what do we see? The economic management team of the NPP Nile is out there. Zero. If I don't know your own mission. So Jamo, you're only about me, you of I don't know, never in my hand. Again, okay, focus your guns on the government, not me. I agree with what's the name, Baumia. Okay, nye Jamo can attack nye focus on the government. Jamie Baumia. But the same Baumia is also targeting the people, also saying something against them. A leader must be bold and be ready to take criticism. If you cannot allow people to criticize you, but you want to criticize others, you are not a leader. If I don't know about we should do that. Then we don't have the last one. Okay? Given the opportunity, I can become one of the most effective presidents in Ghana. Baumia, listen to me carefully. Kakano effective. I feel Ojuba. I'll become effective leader. Everything I'll do, the results will be positive. Baumia, as Nanado's vice, Leebi, he came to tell us, okay, with Leebi, we will not go to the IMF. Kenofurata. After introduction of the Leebi, where did we go? A leader, when you go for loan, as a manager of the economic, leader of the economic management team, you go for loan. Do you come back and do KK and Mache Party as a leader? You see, Baumia has not achieved any result. He has nothing to point at to say, okay, me Mbachon Vice President. I'm telling you because everything we see today and Ananado, which led to the abysmal performance, was a referendum on Baumia and Anado government. So Ghanaians are telling them, okay, you have failed us. So if Baumia come and tell me, okay, he achieved result, he's effective, you know, if you a nine results, the main result or not. Our national debt, a balloon, inflation was bad, exchange rate was bad, interest rate was, everything economic indicator would point to were bad. So what was the result Baumia gave us? Zero result. So Baumia should not make it look like Ghanaians cannot reason or analyze issues. They will care by Lakabo, care Lakabo, Abotale. NPP Abotale, all right, no problem. But I'm telling you, Akeshi, national election, he cannot win, he cannot be president. All the five. Money back buying this now. I'm telling the truth, the truth.
Okay.
Now, open you like a let me tell you if now, I get sense of Canada Japan.
Where are you?
Since of Kennedy Japan. Can't quite be that man, my friend. The same people were supporting Kennedy Japan when they were in power. So today, okay, Kennedy Japan, these are his sins. Everything Brother Chapo and Baumia did, you supported him. But okay, a charge in a now go echo to it. Are you ready? I recruited tax in 2008 general election. Look at this. Come on, when you are saying these things against a candidate, it doesn't hold water. Oh, no. There are things you must say that will punch the person. The candidate doesn't hold water. I don't know who really crafted this to tarnish Kennedy Japan's image. About mission. Some of the things I can't here. But me no need problem with Kennedy Japan. A battery like a child leader. Oh, I'm going to come up and put like a down for no more. When I that they could come and say, yes, yes, I'm telling you. Because as a leader, look at me, come on, he was on TV. Ni Omahini, that usually journalist know your Asempa. Please. Oh.
We should be mindful of what Chance is saying.
You are making your submission.
So can I buttress my point? Why I said it's useless? Can I?
You cannot buttress anything.
Thank you. So I've heard you.
Okay.
Okay. Can Japan made a statement? Okay. Where in the law is this found? Where in the law? No, it's able to who alone abe? You see, so eventually Ebetri, no one can come and let me fool and over panning will be like a man. Daddy, I'm hungry. But I will choke, make a trouble. Ebetri.
Okay.
I understand what I'm saying. So people like this cannot lead this country. Then the last one, Marco one from what's the name? What's the name of this guy? Brana Champo. Come on. Again, he instigated the Ken must go agenda to weaken government. Come on, this cannot be. This cannot be. I cannot judge Brana Champo because it is true. Every Ghanaian was aware that Ken Ofrata was mismanaging the country's finances. So if he calls for him, okay, this man should go. It's in the interest of all of us as a people. So this cannot be held against AUA war. Brother Champo's problem, I've said it many times. Okay, Brian as a person going to buy Smith and being bold to say okay, he was responsible for the tax at Ayaso West Wagon by election. These were things that will kick against, work against Brother Champo's dream of becoming the leader of the NPP. Okay. So that one he cannot do anything about it. In a nutshell, my brother said something that leaders are chosen by God. He said something to that effect. Okay, leaders are chosen by God. And I want to say, okay, it is not true, or it is not entirely true that leaders are always chosen by God. God is a just person. God created man in his image, and God loves man. God will not give Adolf Hitler to kill his own people. God will not allow people to choose somebody like Idi Amin, Saddam Hussein, to kill his own people. So sometimes the people themselves, based on their, sorry to say, their ignorance, will vote a leader who will come and kill them. But there are instances where God intervened to elect leaders for people. When it is clean and genuine, they get the correct leader that God wanted for them. So it's not always the time, okay, a leader is chosen by God. Then we can say, okay, God, why did you give Adolf Hitler to the people of Germany? You understand my point? Then the domestic debt exchange program, Brian said you pay back all the when you win, you become president, you pay back all. What are you going to pay? Most of them are dead. Not happy. This same Brother Chapo defended this domestic debt exchange program. Today you said you pay who? I'm sure. No more what touching what drunk. NPP has nothing better for Ghana. Thank you.
Okay. Salam et wabam. Hello, where are you?
Yeah, man. When you have your opinion on me, but when you throw dust, outside the way, but I will let the truth come out. Yes, it's our contest. We have your opinion about it, but don't throw dust. No need, baby. It means that one, the domestic debt exchange program. Your Secretary Finance Minister and others, the Bank of Ghana, boldly and IMF has come out that our economy, which is now strong, one of the factors as a result of the domestic debt exchange program. Go, please.
Mr. Lambert, it's a clean statement.
So you don't use that one.
What do you know here? I know what do you lives now lost. No, Nissan. What do you know? What do you know?
Was that the only option?
When you were talking, I kept
thank you. Was that the only option?
When you were talking, I kept and therefore respect.
Oh, but you've been interjected most times. It's part of it.
We are
all one family.
You which are Okoka te amemini. Abe papa for me.
Oya kpa na ke se feko.
So you see, like I was saying, there are certain things you have to applaud the NPP, irrespective of your opinion or your opposition that you are. Somebody have to make sacrifice. Where we did well, you have to applaud. Please, under the Fourth Republic, no vice president did well than Bawumia. Let's admit it. No vice president has done well under Bawumia. Under the Fourth Republic, Ghana car, the drone, the ambulance service and co. So please, let us know how to go about it. So So the fact that I'm in a party, can't I voice out? The fact that I voice out doesn't mean that my party is wrong. No. That is why he is setting himself out to lead. We should know all those. Yeah. Then let me correct my brother too when he was talking about double track and e-blocks under Educhum. Then this is left e-blocks. We added on record dormitories, that the boarding facilities, to 32 of them. Okay, so that it becomes a complete one. So it's on record. The double track was brought in because of you yourself. You said you admitted we brought in free SHS so that we can take more people.
Yeah.
Okay, so the double track was a way to help us so that more people can get access to their various choice of school, and it has helped this country. Even the current education minister went to Botswana to say it. Now, if we have anything against this double track, I heard the NDC's, the report came out that this time it has been cancelled, and they will go one.
I will start. They're not using form. You start with the form ones.
I'm coming. The form ones in 18th. We will have a lot of issues, but I won't sit here on that matter. I have some consultation. It's as an education. We have to look at it. It will bring a cutoff where more people will be backdoored this year, because most of the head can't take the total number that they took on Meishi. And this year we have almost 700,000 who wrote BC. It means that only half may have access to school, and they may not help us. Left me alone, Haruna should have waited to the 2027 Neke Ebafi Koni gradually. We put up, I've sat here and dealt much into this, and more facilities in and more like what we did. You should go and add up and blah 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 to that. So that is Duchum issue. So under Duchum, it's only you that I've heard from you. Everybody has taught him that man served well. Regarding that, I will also sit here that all the aspirants that we are contested, everybody qualifies. I'm telling you, everybody qualifies. It is your opinion and your hearsays. Because as for you, the Ghana and Empire, only one that will come out can defeat any candidate. But what we as a team should know, as a party, should know that this is an internal contest. Certain choice of words we need to refrain, like how New Forces was saying. At the end of the day, we all come together to support any candidate that will win. So if any utterance come out on me, at the end of the day, taking it out will be what? A major huge. The opponent will use it. I wrap up to say, when I said rebrand and people never.
Oh, but correct me.
I see.
What utterances that I
rebranding or what?
No, you said I made an utterance that I was supposed to like. You weren't like you were hoping I will refrain from that.
No, I'm not used that way. What I'm saying is that I buttress you saying that at the end of the contest, anybody
they will lose.
No. Anybody that comes out, nobody will lose in this.
Okay.
And I was saying rebranding. Everybody does. No party on this earth doesn't do rebranding. Everybody does. Yeah. So you have to rebrand your party, rebrand every structure. So when I say rebrand, NDC did rebranding 209. The NDC noticed that they are fading out. They did rebranding. You see how they made their colors and co, and it attracted the youth. So everybody does. That is what helped them in 2024 election. So when I talk about rebranding and people are not getting, everybody, let us not be hypocrites. We brand each day, everybody, even as we sit here, you yourself, you rebrand yourself. So we rebrand ourselves. And in wrapping up, I would say that each candidate contesting stand tall to win. But me, if you ask me, I prefer the one that will, the NDC will not have anything against him, Dr. Yawase Duchum, more likely to lead us and definitely
good morning,
win the NDC's hands.
Graham, and good morning to your cherished viewers.
But one in Asia, NPP communication team member, a call can voter region to a way local women, the NPP primary and the treatment given to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Actually, Niji Ahialago, Albert. Producer hello, Albert. Good morning.
Good morning.
And how are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, it's been a long time. What do you have?
Good morning to your cherished listeners and viewers.
About you know, what went on yesterday concerning the flag bearer race.
Hello, Graham.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh.
Hello, Albert. Okay. Papa Kwame. Obami. Koni no need.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hello. Can you hear me, Albert?
Serious. I think I'm not hearing you properly.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right. So what do you have to tell us about what went on yesterday? I mean the president. Okay. Nage cat we call a cat. Papa Kwamba mbebe.
Yeah.
Ito na gbe ne kenesi sane ni tenu reje.
Yeah.
Wo kenu agbegbe na wo ba mi koni quickly.
Okay. Ani ma we no ko feel.
Okay.
Ona ke no me Ibrahim. They are looking for a candidate who will stand with whoever the NDC will bring. You understand? Here kwano kono. Be tene je NDC pen wo kele akpe.
Jina mo gana mo. Jataiba.
Okay. If you know if you've not prepared, then go back and prepare. I guess okay, NDC candidate, and at the same time, Cheddar, the incoming 2028 president. I swear, the youth president, Lenny Wakelemba.
Minage any femoneno ayala member ba on to na me wie any femoneno produce offer na to ayala on na ke e try bi egbe to ale kuno klag mekman no goni producer wa to ayala o money of voter region wonu ojugba e offer the dromo ojugba ko no son twa na kwa mi over na kuno oba me ya
yeah ona ewo ayeni bi komeni mi pa me fai akesi
over na mo wo e pa no bia na ayala lo na mo. Okay, Albert. Hello, Albert. Medekuku.
Hello.
Yeah, you're on the line. What do you have to tell us, please?
From
Hello, producer Olinoku. Inake ipa ewa
For them, man.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear us, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you have telling us about yesterday's flag bearership race?
As a matter of fact, any. Hello.
Oh, Albert.
What I'm saying is that the party has given the platform to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the streaming platform, the party streaming platform to Dr. Bawumia, so it is biased. It is not true. Graham, you and I know that anything that borders to organization, the party is a whole body that has its own amenities and facilities. So if you know you are coming to file and you need those facilities to be used, you just write to the party. They have not tell us, they have not provided an evidence of writing to the party requesting for such facilities and the party refused them. So please, let us not politicize this issue. We are doing internal party election, delegate election for that matter. So the party is there for each and every one. Write to the party, request for the facilities of the party, so that the party refuse. Then we can talk with you, or we can back you, saying that they have the party has been biased on other candidates. Now let me tell you, Ghana cannot afford losing Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ghana cannot afford losing Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. The NDC guy is saying that all these aspirants we have lined up, none of them have qualified for to be a president of this republic. That is a figment of his own imagination. Because let me tell him, today they are rejoicing on all the policies and programs of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He should go to the vice president's office and ask Omosuan Pofu what exactly it means when we say economy and what Dr. Baumia has done as vice president. He is there advising the current vice president. He should go to Omosuan Pofu. Recently, Omosuan Pofu was praising Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Okay, now when he is saying that none of them are qualified to be president, I am baffled because dear Mahama, the current president Mahama, he is even not qualified before he became president for the first time. And today, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, who has passed through the mill, will be the next president of the Republic of Ghana. Come watch me. Good morning and good morning to your viewers.
Okay, thank you so much. Inage, watch voter regional communications team member. Bele na kayemi chishi wa momi na kay. Anyale go Albert. Iko keje voter regional mu input ne fika wumine. Producer fa no oh yeshiba no kwa ko onne ba shayala no awolu. Keji onne shayala no ke ko anu wonu
yeah.
In doing this then you add the nursing
Kashegbe papa like we can afford to lose Baumia. Nigeria na Australia. 2024 he was part of Nanado. We kicked him out, isn't it? We lost him. Well, we can't afford to lose him. Why is he the only person who can lead Ghana?
Okay.
Lepe money by any lead Ghana.
Okay.
Tell me one policy ni Baumia by any boasting apart from this basics of technology. Noni na kind digitalization can be those are basics of technology. The world has advanced to a level like you are coming out to tell Ghanaians that you are relying on your basics of technology to do campaigning. Then I'm sorry. Then you ole no on town no fee. Ni Ibrahim we no ko animal establish no ko. At a particular time ni mafia mo rule. KG is not accepted by God or is accepted by God. What I can see women ni we Christians say, Muslims say we have a part of the Bible that talks about the end time. I can see there will be wars all over. One time I can see President Timba or call like Putin. Nike Womba is not ordained by God. Lenny Banyani prophecy mean Abba. If he is not there, then see many Obanyano Kaji is not ordained. No mean care what she be of one Cassini.
Putin is a good leader.
No mean care what one fair one Cassini. One I can see aye moko ni aba alale neba ruli ni numoba alale neba ruli even though it's not his choice. It is meant to accomplish a particular purpose. Born she a complete mission is done. Okay. She what the nurse say? Nurse say academy
any reach hospital no ni ba or watch ni lante vanderpok several motor you know.
Oh, I don't want to go.
That go to BFB.
Oh no,
okay. No fan ya no 2 minutes per Kenneth say ameni na ye at stake due to no need te no ke krokum. She report need there back e krokum akaba ha minister me jojo mo ye.
Be ake ni akwa if you know, me ni I'm alive ya stay. Hello, dia kan ewie. Ole sometimes Ghana akpa na kan ewie. Work a police be a guide ya me.
Eke hani kule BP blow mo ke kroko because moko ye ni ebanye blow ye OPD ni moko ni kan award ekule musubanye chale e chomin ke lose life.
Ojo ni no ji problem ni your hospitals.
What judge ni be
the nurses I make treating them good. Na noni noji ni chumoni ame asu akesi ambafi. Ke ote hospitals ni sometimes the kind of attitude the nurses say ba abo no le are complaining. No le awie hisani. No le awie sani koye. No, we need to address all those issues. Raf mine afi. Bo ke o mami alo o brother. Alo moko ni or close to you at the hospital. Ni asani abakwele. ni ahie left and right won't you shout maybe Minister Vanderpoint Joe no he will even do more than what Rap did. They call like a wife, a beloved wife. These people always go to private hospitals. Well, I'm experiencing public hospitals. Private and they are paid cargo. Treatment is a first class treatment. Experiencing I experience in a public hospital. See, get the public hospital. Those people are also not playing their role as nurses. We shouldn't side with only one. I quit 2F ni mo fia mo echu ni juba. E ja ke ma mi ba. Ni asa no kwele ni face star kwe. E ba gban na because when I lose him, when I lose ibe mo ko inye ni ma akọ ma mi ko ye ko don bo ni shishin. It was sometimes when somebody reacts because of certain situations asa ni alu le shishin. Okay. Salame, we no go we mo.
I
think Wednesday,
but still, when you throw falsehood, I will come and battle. He said, Baumia as vice president or to this country, there's no policy we can remember him. Why? Even if you cannot remember the DD.
No. Minta ni eke in town ni flag bearer. Una kechi Kennedy Japan eke neke. See ne cry ba nye build no ko ejen e kenu chumo baba e ba fi ne ke obaba after all national service obaya military like ewie ni bi kumi she ba mi ayi
no ko na kan sign okay
at least le we wie no ko no na akesi amenke Kennedy boasting of scan your members ni employ fine bon ba out mo ba ke wa ke maybe have tell neke can be neke companies neke no one can because we need somebody who has been able to produce results. Okay, bonus no mean time
clarify because in as much as I have a preferred candidate doesn't mean you speak for
Mr. Lambe ufa na yeshiba ufa no am 1 minute. Incha ya la iba kpano le we ke ye ku ke mo se frank ne le na ke
I like time it
Ufare 1 minute aya la ogba ye kpano ngene we o ke mo nye shian sani speed up line cut ufane ko na nyoko ni na ke se akeko wa we ba studio Mr. Lambo
and like I'm saying, it's a contest, and that contest is about ideas. It's about your achievement. It's about what you have been able to achieve in your private life and what you have contributed to the national development. Among all of them, one way or the other have contributed their quota to the development. Every time and season has its leadership. To we in Dr. Yose Duchum feels and believes that 2028 election is for Duchum to win the seat for us. Simple.
Okay. Register ne what you want to come on. Say several. What na go you more kunu work class.
Domestic debt exchange program. There is no any policy. It's not a policy.
What do you mean by
failure? The failure on the part of the government.
If it is a failure, your government will not benefit and boost your economy.
Mr. Frank, if it is a failure, the government wouldn't
benefit from it.
So what is the benefit?
The benefit is that IMF, even your Bank of Ghana, your governor, and others have come out that our economy, which is strong today, one of the factors was as a result of the DDEP. They also mentioned the good for oil and coal.
No
policy.
One of the best options.
Now you ask one. You ask one about. You see, as much as I have myself, you don't need to speak against that one.
Hello. Where you go?
Yeah, what Jemla? Yeah, me know you okay, mo gbene.
Where you go?
Oh, yeah, pano.
That the UI. That one.
Esole. Mene esole ko. Ayala oyeje. C'est pas possible. E pano producer. Producer e pano. Okay, c'est from boy ba mi ko ni wo ke ba na. E producer yin ka chale no yin.
Etumo we oye no ma po nyo pay. Listen to me. Onyo pay. So there are
no get phone lines
no pay. You owe bondholders. So don't pay me on timely basis. Onyo pay me. On a kashka evetumo you use that money to service that debt no you pay or ke ibale akoba pay na ke bond holder say onye na atwe fi o enye ma pay nye holder because no more emiwo onye na atwe fi ma pay e o men gbogbo Otasho ke in a benefit.
Okay. It has your government and they are your government is whipping from where they have no soul.
Hello.
Your government is whipping from where they have no soul.
Hello. Yeah, one way land because me I really I really
come on, but then they work the way they ban here. You right there. How about you?
O fa na gbe gan no talk ejo.
On your call. Bongo tenye okay.
What you mla yala, mi no yo ke mo enye race na te
Hello?
What about you? Mi no yo ke mo Leebi ne.
Okay. The country you want this sida. You are new when ejo wo fe ye mi shasane ba MPP party eni. Ye wa headquarters say ake watch Mahmoud Bawumia, former vice president of this republic. Enahebeni afai. Hello?
What about you? No grouse.
Hello?
Why oh ya pa no ya no.
Nubodomo na our former vice president of this republic. Ke okoye wo miye Ghana and vice president or vice president. Ke bakate keba. Anako moni sa ni efo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I'm not telling you why Ghana vice president for 8 months. What be one here as vice president? Meaning no pot etu. Hello, so I can't I'm Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. If I say over the last 8 years, on na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, a file she said MPP as was flag bearer. Opinion, this is more can mean Jomo. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, le isa ake MPP say afo shikiala ake what next flag bearer. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as vice president. It's not penalty second. You can really the policy pote. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia apart from digitalization. Also, in Yeshua, in who a constituency could take on another constituency.
Constituency.
Me alone,
when constituency. Okay, a bet some policy.
Please, a gap myself. Me one in the no constituency. So in we can't buy you. That's here. Constituency, Baba, oh, you're Ghana, man. You took Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. A susumo a gomo papa ake constituency very Ghana man amena ambola can you that's it. It is so much important. Once again, it took Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as vice president here. District offices across the country and then MPP government. And they say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Don't you know what you are? That's the agenda. Hospital. This is the vision of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Well, if you ask me, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is best academy for Oshifia Eyale. Leia Mo, MPP delegate. Yeah, they are so ever. I'm they are so much qualified. Ake sani afọ oshiki eha me afọ flag bearer. Choke back be e sani aso work money ahole mobo. Amo to na get oto afa ojo wa ni o ta we MPP atale no we. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia here pen go ba na ye. E ake ahole mobo. You must dromo na in the next 2028 elections John Dramani Mahama as president ayado. Oh when you NDC I'm a new candidate, Baba. Candidate not lele better. Candidate not lele top. Candidate not lele choco. No, I say advantage here MPP government. Allo that to say advantage here MPP party here. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as candidate. Ahola mobo. Gana bi lele omo. Yemelele. Nimelele. Bege bi lele. Bege bi hinke ye lele. Ake eye twemo. Eye mo be shemo. Ebuomo, eye heshiba. Ukahi benu anu. Ake Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Eje Ghana yoko.
Orado, enu o se wo ke woni fi mo ba. Se Frank o na gbewe mo keke papa kwa mi ba ka gbene.
But ni next issue ben you.
O you could
stop me. Oh, Tasha will stop me. No, not so far. Oh, stop me. You have allowed them to speak on this rich hospital issue. Oh, stop me. Okay, I like feel community. I like my neighbor. Oh, I want to say. Now, let's continue. Ole, I like me bad. I oh, and just one thing. Okay, Baumia deserves to lead the NPP and become president of the republic. Baumia deserved to lead the NPP and become the president of the Republic of Ghana. One of the reasons he gave was that in an ambulance, over the money my hospital. You see, NPP sometimes
it's his opinion.
You see, let me talk. I've also shared my opinion.
Are you an NPP member?
Oh, let me. So actually talk.
Do fiasem.
On the next issue, just one because we don't have time. Medical record shows that Mrs. Rejoice Chocho Bote did not suffer any fracture or dislocation and was treated with pain relief and offered psychological support. Onagana, sorry to say, we allow ourselves to be used. This lady has allowed herself to be used for somebody's political gain.
Yeah.
That's all. Come on, listen to Think Right. Listen to the PRO for the Ghana Registered Association. Listen to that woman. Is it the rich PRO, the 5 woman? PRO for rich. Listen to her. The president of the Ghana Registered Midwifery Association, it tells you they are NPP. Now, but wait, come on, come okay. Akwenini, alone in the dislocate. A massage level, okay. Come on, no matter how the thing has been massaged, there will be evidence. There will be dislocation. Boko male, elekaji fist alo punch. Whether it was a fist, a low punch, or only. The lady is lying. She was used.
She was used there. No applause.
Come on. If you don't fear the NPP, see, let me give you a historical fact. NPP here, they don't have any good intention toward the country. They wait for you. Something small, they will capitalize on it to create issue. That's the NPP for you. So this particular, come on, think like do you know the president of the Ghana Registered and Midwifery Association? It has by the NPP new chairman.
What does it go to?
The person asking the question. Let me finish it. In a nutshell, the report said
the report that came out, nobody, even CDD and others are saying that the investigation was not done well. Listen to me. At any point, I've sat here that let us
so allow me to talk over there. You said you are talking about this topic already. Would you allow me to talk?
Okay. Oh, Leebi Ŋulami ni papa.
No, so the father can hear political party in your hold position.
Papa Mbami, careful na can say Frank.
Listen, it get Tinkra. Nothing will stop. I said Tinkra is an MPP, and he's using that association for his political gain. So they use this lady. I don't know whether the lady is also an MPP person. So they use the lady. We all have political affiliations. Everybody,
go to hospital.
There are people like me. You cannot use me. Me. For political gain. I'll do it. But there are people who you can use them for that gain. You understand what I'm saying? Recently, lady Eniji, what's the name? Chochoe. If you watch the video, she was what do we call it? A medical. I don't know what she was taking. The rap guy was not even close to her. He was not even close to the lady. Now, Mokoni asile na plale. Ne fe neke. At that moment, abana no kopo ake no ko neke fe gele. All of a sudden, no, I'm massage you are okay. Me na feel. Me na feel. So please, let's be honest. Let's be honest to ourselves. The report, come on. If the nurse had done a scan immediately after the rich incident, we would know if she suffered dislocation or not, the PRO.
Okay.
When are you?
Ojugba, Papa,
we should be honest to ourselves.
Papa, I'm last week, so what be a free bill.
Sometimes, SN will treat you matters to Mokbekebi. You have CCTV cameras there.
Simple.
Everything was clear.
Yes.
Or the footage. New demonstrate, I can say, was there such an act? I mean, what do you come to tell Ghanaians? Ole animal clear no koni Papa Lewi. Eke Baumia efe ambulance eba efe digitalization animal kele animal. And let me ask him a very simple question. Efele 8 years ago, why was he voted into power? It's now Ghana. Are they trying to tell us now, Akeshi? Whenever you are voted into power, ni Ghana and wasting one taxes on you where you are not supposed to work to do anything. It will not be fair. No, a next agenda only by any fee. Akpana Caribbean. Akpana Caribbean.
We were doing video call.
Akpana Caribbean. That is even the basics of technology.
There was a foundation.
Electric train. Kebani bani ne use 1 hour from Accra to Mars. If was able to do that. Ghana can be.
Yo, maybe go away be Kenya you will adore. Leebi Ŋulami oje chairman me sanu nyo kwese Frank 25 do mamnya NPP. Ya na sane. Sane ke ngo na ke bare na kanu nche papa ahinkan na we do mamlike new force. The next incoming
president Nana Kwame Bediako Cheddar
Agbone New Patriotic Party nche Honorable Lambert Apia Roxin eke 2028 ba for MPship here niji Ablekuma South Niam wo fe watch out Kenya producer Kemna no am King of Jesus Action Power Chapel make wo ye obi e wo ade nche wo mo amfie nuku wo banye ni wo me celebrate ame we are only around be 20 teaching men King of Christ and Bafe ordination ceremony in Yeminu Kumbi Fata Isakeman Mashi Kono and Dada Dromo Afeono Kadia Wajibu ba Nibu Bakon Susuma Anuncho Koni Onake Onuchmo ni Akoba Chuen Emu Kwala Fenika Wayibi Kaji Yanu Don Beji ni Tetela Teshidaya men Fenika Wayibi and Femono many face so I feel no ya okay Nuncho den Chanyo se Kebaya Nika Waba what's some back with Ochiko Crony Baba? You know what you don't okay at your equal.
Ajatweng me keminche.